Hello and welcome to another video. Today I dive into the murky depths of video game history to defend being a fan of the movie, favorite video game title of mine that many, helas, consider to be a shipwreck, namely Jaws Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. A game developed by Appaloosa Interactive, the ones who also did Echo the Dolphin. A fun fact and link to this game, since in both cases it concerns aquatic animals. Alright, let's start with the matter of the somewhat in-depth plot elements the game implements. On the one hand, the game tries to tie into the first movie by setting its events 30 years later, and by way of implementing new characters, but with recognizable surnames, like for instance, Environ Plus's CEO Stephen Shaw, or marine biologist Michael Brody, and last but of course not least, a numbnuts mayor. On the other, it sprinkles in some elements from Jaws 3D by way of implementing a marine theme park and a so-called renowned shark hunter. To my opinion, an effort to be appreciated, but we gotta stay real. Movie games, after all, are mostly a recipe for disaster. Historically, movie tie-in games have a well-deserved reputation for being, well, not very good. They're often rushed, buggy messes that capitalize on a film's hype without much care for quality. But Jaws Unleashed might be a bit of a misunderstood beast. Allow me to elucidate. More than just a chump. First, consider the year, 2006. Open-world games were still finding their footing. Here, you control the mighty Jaws himself, stalking prey and terrorizing Amity Island, living the shark fancy. Admit it, who hasn't dreamt of being a giant predator like Jaws? This game fulfilled that power trip. The movement, while clunky by today's standards, captured the thrill of hunting and dominating the ocean. Then there's the bloody good fun. Jaws Unleashed wasn't shy about the carnage. The PlayStation 2 limitations aside, the chomping animations and ragdoll physics delivered a satisfying, gruesome experience, especially for its time. Beyond the bite, Jaws Unleashed wasn't just mindless munching. You had to strategize your attacks, utilizing different tactics to take down a large prey or outsmart pesky hunters. Upgrades allow you to become a more fearsome predator, adding a layer of RPG progression to the experience. Plus, let's not forget the boss battles. Facing off against formidable foes like the orca and or the giant squid offered unique challenges that kept things interesting. It's far from perfect, but it's no shipwreck either. Look, Jaws Unleashed isn't flawless. The repetitive missions, occasional glitches, and some questionable camera angles can certainly test your patience. The graphics might look quaint today, but for the time, the freedom of movement and the environment were impressive. But hey, that's part of the charm, or maybe the B-movie appeal of these licensed games. Imagine the thrill of the first time you breach the water surface, sending tourists screaming. So why the hate? Here's the thing. Jaws Unleashed released in a crowded market. Big budget open world titles with higher production values were already stealing the spotlight. Compared to those giants, Jaws Unleashed felt, well, a little shallow. But that doesn't mean it wasn't. Fun, jumpy, campy experience, especially for fans of the movie. The verdict, a flawed but fun relic. Jaws Unleashed isn't a masterpiece, but it's also far from the shipwreck some reviews made it out to be. It offered a unique perspective on the classic film and captured the thrill of being a giant predator, offering an albeit repetitive yet unique gameplay experience for its time. So next time you see Jaws Unleashed on a retro game store shelf, don't dismiss it outright. for a specific kind of video game enjoyment, mindless jumping and undersea exploration, it might just surprise you. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Jaws Unleashed? Did you already know the game and or have you already played it? And what's your favorite or worst movie licensed game of all time? Let me know in the comments below. And let's get jumping on that nostalgia. Take care and until next time.